Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down, here's Mixon. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Mixon with it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Allen. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the run, it's Mixon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. 5 plays there on that drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. To the 29-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton, that one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him.
Johnson, oh, it's poke free. Football's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take. take over here. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They will run with White out of the shotgun. Room to run inside the 40. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Alert, alert. He's checking crack.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. 5. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Finding Green complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Come on, set. 15, Lonnie. 15 line. Undercrunch. Check 3, check 5.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Go! 18, Gator. Hey, echo. Mike's 59. Hey, let's get it.
On play action, Allen. And he's got it. 16 yards, a 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there that sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Check.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The 1st down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too, because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, You oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That time, a 9-play drive, and it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? He was able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. On first down, it's Newton. And the catch made by Hopkins. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 13 yards, first down Packers. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught inside the 5. That goes for a gain of 31. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Newton throwing again. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
50 seconds, come on. Let's get it together, defense.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run once more with Henderson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Tackle that time by Sidney Jones. Second down, McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Broncos on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 7. Hodges. And that will be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. On 1st and 10, Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And an alley to run. Big hold to the 30. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 11 now. Newton, the open man is Westbrook. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. From the 50, Newton. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the draw, here's Sanders. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Come on, Lon. We better not.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Again, it's Henderson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon. At this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Second down, it's Henderson. They find some open field here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ricky. Under 10, 10. Out. Kill. Check. Clear. Right.
On first down, Mixon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. 10 yards on the pickup. There it'll be second down. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches.
Check 52. 59 Mike. Check 59. Oh, you got deep?
Now Henderson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Extra point from McManus is good. On the NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter in Philadelphia. And it was the Lions who emerged victorious in that one. Aaron Jones, a touchdown run to help lead the way. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The throw taken in by Cole. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On first down, Newton. He completes it to Westbrook. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Newton to throw. His throw over the middle, taken in by Cole. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Broncos, it's an ideal. They move to 3-0 now on the young season, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.